So basically we kind of touched on some of the stuff that you can see at a glance, but there's a lot of cool things about the Cybertruck that you don't see, that you have to look more than skin deep to realize. For one is the amazing 48-volt electrical system. The Cybertruck is the first production vehicle to utilize a 48-volt electrical system, limiting miles and miles of wire, reducing complexity, reducing weight, improving efficiency, and maybe we'll see the rest of the auto industry adopt this cool new system. Another feature that you don't see, well maybe you see it when you start turning the wheels, is that the Cybertruck is one of the first vehicles to offer drive-by-wire steering. So there's no mechanical connection to the front wheels. It's all handled by electric motors and computers. You have triple redundancies, so if there's a catastrophic loss of power, you still have control and can steer the vehicle to a safe stop at the side of the road. So we have drive-by-wire steering. And it's not the first vehicle to have production drive-by-wire steering. we'd have to compliment Infiniti, a manufacturer I worked at for 20 years, which was pretty innovative as far as technology goes, but unfortunately they've kind of fallen by the wayside. But the Q50 had one of the first drive-by-wire systems, but that one had a mechanical backup. It had a mechanical steering rack as a backup in case you lost power. This does not have any mechanical backup at all. Like I said, it has triple the redundancies, so they've built in a lot of safety features, a lot of redundancies. I even think there's like a battery pack built into the steering column, so if the vehicle loses power, the steering rack still has power, so you can safely steer to a stop. But the other thing that we notice is that if I start turning the steering wheel, we have rear wheel steering, which makes this rather large truck steer in a dime. And also look at this. To steer lock to lock, I just need to go like that. I'm not constantly going like that to do tight turns like a regular car, because this is, since it's steer by wire, it can be speed adaptive. So this is a very large full-size pickup truck, and I'm not driving on public roads, we're in a parking lot. This thing is extremely nimble. I mean, look at these tight turns. It's gonna take your brain like a couple minutes to adjust to it because it feels different, but you can just thread the needle through tight little parking situations. It is so easy to turn this thing and maneuver around. I mean, you're just making these big movements with just small inputs in the steering, and it's adaptive. So obviously when you're going 70 miles an hour on the highway, it's gonna change the steering ratio, so if you're not flying off the road when you turn the wheel a little bit. But this really makes this thing so maneuverable, and it makes it that much fun to drive. I mean, look at this thing. It's a big truck.